We're gonna make a fantastic combination of two beautiful things that we love, a panzanella salad with a Caesar dressing. We're gonna make a Caesar panzanella. A panzanella is actually a bread salad with tomatoes, not a tomato salad with bread. Learn that in Tuscany with a great chef, was giving us a cooking course, and he made a fantastic, very easy panzanella that we were just obsessed with. And he said, remember, panzanella is a bread salad with tomatoes, not a tomato salad with bread. It is fantastic. I'll give you a couple of tips and tricks along the way. This is a delicious version that will leave you hooked, and you'll be making it all spring and summer. And I cannot wait until I have fresh ripe tomatoes on the garden that I can make this with, because I know it's going to be even better when I have that. So the tomatoes of choice, I'm just using a handful of beautiful heirloom tomatoes. They're colorful, they're sweet, they're wonderful. They're not garden fresh. They're from someone's garden, not mine. I mean, they're from somewhere, but they're not from here. Okay. But you know, I can't, beggars can't be choosers. In terms of bread, this is my bread. I did make this, did not mill my own flour, but I did make my own bread. And I love a nice stale bread for this. You want a ciabatta, a sourdough, something with a really good crust. Stale, a couple days is really best. Any longer than that, then it's rock hard and it's not really gonna work for this. If your bread is not stale and you have fresh bread, what a good problem to have. You're just gonna wanna toast it a little bit in a low oven. Otherwise, it's gonna turn to mush really, really easily. Traditionally, panzanella salad is not toasted bread. I don't toast my bread, and it's sensational. But let me run you through the dressing, which you're gonna make in a little mini chopper, a food processor, whatever. To that, you're gonna add clove of garlic. You need Dijon mustard, whole grain mustard, whichever you have. I have whole grain mustard today. That's what I'm using. A non-negotiable in Caesar dressing is gonna be anchovies. A few anchovy fillets or some anchovy paste, whichever you have on hand. I happen to always have anchovy paste on hand because I use it in dressings a lot, but you can just use a few anchovies from a tin if you have that instead. A couple of dashes of Worcestershire. Now, my Caesar dressing is eggless, so if you are an expecting mama, you can feel good about eating this because there are no raw eggs in sight, so there's no worry there. A squeeze of limone, a little drop of red wine vinegar, and all these things together just work like magic. And you're gonna add a pinch of salt and your olive oil. This is extra virgin. You need about a quarter cup or so. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blitz this up using, well, the topper, if I can reach it, until it's smooth. Once your dressing comes together, you're gonna add a really generous handful of grated parm. Now, normally I would have some grated already, but you know, your girl loves a thrill. Loves the thrill of a rush. And I'm just gonna blitz this up for just a second, just to combine it. That's it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this dressing, I'm gonna put it in the bottom of the bowl. Could I make a bigger mess? I think not. I'm gonna place that at the bottom of the bowl because what I like to do is chop up all of my vegetables, like all of my tomatoes and my shallot, and sit it in that dressing, and it helps draw out the natural, like, oh! I would literally eat that on a cardboard box. It helps draw out like the natural like liquid from the tomato, and so you have such a good flavorful base for your bread. So I'm just gonna slice my tomatoes in half, add them right in, and I'm gonna just thinly slice a shallot. All my veggies are in. They're doing beautiful, wonderful things. I added a sliced shallot, some parsley, capers, and some Castalvetrano olives. And this is how I like to treat the bread, if you will. You can absolutely cut it into chunks. You know how I feel about that. If you watch my stuffing video, you know cutting things into perfect little squares is just not for me. I love to tear my bread. I think you get much better texture. I think it's overall more appealing. It adds to that really rustic vibe that I'm going for. And if there's too much, like, what do you call the white? We call it amolica. I don't know how to call the inside of the bread. If there's too much of this and it's too soft and tender, you just discard that, you know, because you want your bread to be really sturdy so that it can really hold up and not fall apart in that dressing. And then wait till I show you how much more beautiful this is with torn bread, and all of those colors in that salad is just sensational. And with summer around the corner and beautiful spring summer produce on your local stands, feel free to make something like this, but just use like maybe grilled vegetables instead of tomatoes. It wouldn't be panzanella, but who cares? It would be delightful. Am I right? Look at that. So fantastic, so delicious. And I know what you're thinking, there's not enough dressing to coat the bread. There is. This does need to sort of sit for a good 20 minutes so that all of those flavors, it's making me mouth water, all of those flavors can be really absorbed. Add an extra little drizzle of olive oil, and I'm telling you, you cannot even imagine how delicious this is. I recently made this for the Today Show, and when I tell you the entire cast and crew were diving into the salad head first, you're gonna have to just trust me. It does beautiful things, and as it sits, the tomatoes will like leach out more of their like natural juices and really coat that bread, and the bread's gonna soak everything up, and it's just sensational. But that's pretty much it. I'm not going to keep you around for that because it's really a waste of time for me and for you, but I'll show you a really beautiful shot right here of what it looks like after it's been sitting for a while and all of those flavors really mellow out and kind of like embrace each other and do wonderful things. But this is meant to be on your dinner table. I know it's delicious. I make them. It's meant to be on your dinner table tonight. So run out, do what you gotta do. Make this recipe. The recipe is on laureninthekitchen.com, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.